What's going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning in tonight. I'm Jeremy. You guys are watching Warfel's Morphs, but you guys already know that. So thanks for coming through, everybody. Jeremy and Holly, thanks for coming in. Diego at Petsotics, thank you for showing up. Rob, thank you for all your support. I wouldn't be here without you guys. So I just want to start off by saying that. Tonight, I do not have, let me adjust this a little bit. Trying to make sure you make it that way you guys don't have lights glaring and being all crazy. Tonight, I don't have a guest. I wanted to kind of do a solo, kind of just talk with everybody, ask questions, get to know everybody a little bit, and just kind of have a mellowed out show for a little bit. Next week's show is going to be pretty darn good, I do think. We're going to have Jeremy and Holly from Snakes for the Memories on, so it's going to be a fun one because I really get along with those guys, so it's going to be a blast. Plus, it's my birthday that day, so it's really going to be a good time. What's up, John? What's up, Jeremy? A couple little notes before we get too much into it here. On the 27th, so that's this Thursday, I think it is. Yeah, this Thursday. The 27th, I am live with Diego over on Petsotics channel. Going to be going live with him on their channel at, I think it's 5 p.m. Eastern, if I'm not mistaken. Diego, if I'm wrong, comment in the section there and correct me, but I do believe that was 5 p.m. And then on the 29th, which is Saturday, I'm going live with Paul from New Forest Morphs over across the pond there. We're going to be going live with him on his channel, and that will be 5 p.m. as well, our time, if I'm not mistaken. So Paul jumps in here or whatnot, he can correct me, but I do believe that that is 5 p.m. our time because I think they're like 5 hours ahead of us. And then, like I said, on the 30th, on my birthday, Jeremy and Holly will be live here, and we will be having a hell of a good birthday bash. At least I hope anyway. What's up, Phil? It is a busy week. You guys are all right, Jeremy and Holly. It is going to be a very, very busy week this week. I even actually got called into work tomorrow, which it's nice. I did start my layoff, I guess, last week, but we're having Pennsylvania redid their unemployment stuff and made it all but impossible to actually get it. And the website tells you, you get partway through, it's like, oh, we're sorry, this website isn't working. It's like, how can this not work? So needless to say, I won't bore you guys with the details. It's a bunch of headaches and nonsense, but it's very, very aggravating to say the least. So I have to go in tomorrow for like half a day. So it's going to be fun, hopefully. Probably not. Let's see. Diego says yes, Thursday. All right. I'm looking very forward to that one, Diego. I'm super stoked about it. And then as well as even more, I'm really stoked about doing a live with Paul. Just because I think we're going to be getting into some Star Wars stuff, and anybody that knows me, I know Jeremy and Holly know, I think the shirt says it all. I am a huge Star Wars nerd, and I think I'm supposed to bring some Star Wars stuff into the show as well. So it's going to be pretty interesting to say the least, because my man cave / my nerdvana is we'll just let it at that. It's nerdvana. What's up, Angie and Jeff? How you guys doing? Thanks for coming in. Now, I do have a couple questions for everybody here. I have a couple videos lined up. It's sitting in the vault. I have like basically a month's worth, like I think it's like 4 videos. And I want to know what kind of everybody would like to see here. One of the videos is setting up an egg box, and you guys comment in the comment section, let me know, because I'm going to let you guys decide what the next video is that drops. I have a video on setting up an egg box for like ball python eggs. I have one that is breeding sizes for ball pythons. And let me see here real quick. I'll pull it up here. Let's see. Finish videos. Breeding sizes. I have my Exantic project. Forgot that I just finished editing that one. That's basically just going through our Exantic, going through our Exantic stuff and kind of giving you guys a walkthrough and what my plans are for the near future and where we're going to take that. And then last but not least is the video. Last night, when during Paul's live there at New Force Morphs, I had mentioned that I had finished filming and editing a carpet python video. So it's basically a carpet python care video, just a very general, not very subspecies specific, but it just kind of covers a broad spectrum for the carpet pythons. And I actually hold Xena throughout the whole video. Now, here's the catch-22 on that one. I watched it a little bit more today because like part of me was happy with it. Another part of me was not very like completely 100% pleased with it. So I rewatched it and I thought, you know what? I think I can do better. So not only did I film one full video, and I think that first video was like 30 minutes long. So that was another thing that's kind of, maybe we need to shorten it up a little bit. So not only did I have Xena out for one full video at 30 minutes, I actually got her out again today, refilmed that whole episode, shortened it up a little bit. Actually still ended up going longer than what I expected. But I filmed another one and had her out the whole video again. So let me know what would you guys like to see? You want to see all the python breeding sizes? You want to see the Exantic project, egg box, how to make an egg box, or carpet python care? So let me know in the comments. I'll actually grab a paper here and we'll make a tally because I want to see what everybody would like to have, and we'll go with that. So let's see here. We'll do this. Carpet. Breeding size. And all right, so let's see what we got here. All right, Jeremy. Phil says carpet python care. So we got one for carpet. Jeremy says carpet or Exantic project. Well, I guess we can. I'll put one in each for that one. Let's see. Diego says I like looking at everything. But hold on one second, everybody. My wife just brought my little girl down. You want to come see Daddy? Quick. Look, see, there's say hi to everybody. Can you say hi? No? Oh, the sweet baby. My daughter was over at her Pops for a little while today, so she kind of misses her daddy, I think. Don't you? Yeah, snakes. Yes, you see your favorite Xena. Yes. Yes, you want mommy to take you to see Xena? No? Good to mama. Love you, baby. You be good girl for Mama Hadley, okay? Bye, baby. Daddy loves. Thanks for bringing her down, hon. Hadley, I'll get back up here to tallying then. Hadley, out of all the snakes in the collection, she is drawn to Xena with a passion. I have yet to understand it, but she absolutely loves Xena. You have to always take her up to her enclosure, and Xena actually comes up to the cage, and Hadley's probably the one person Xena doesn't stalk. So I don't understand it. The most witchy one, it's just kind of, I don't understand it. All right, let's get back to the. All right, let's see. All right, we got educational vids, unboxing, egg cutting, and DIY. So we got a little bit of everything for Diego. Breeding size, maybe just me. All right. Well, John, we'll put you down on the breeding size. Rob says carpet. Let's see. Will's hella heat. If it ain't ball python related, I don't watch. Well, Will, you gotta put in then for breeding size, Exantic, or the egg box here then. Let's see here. Angie says carpet. All right. I kind of figured Angie was going to go with the carpet because she probably wants to see if I get bit. Jeremy and Holly say Exantic. Unboxing video coming tomorrow night from John. That is awesome, John. I will definitely be ready to watch that. And also, while we're talking about tomorrow night as well, these guys here, Jeremy and Holly at Snakes for the Memories, they have a live. I think it starts at 6, if I'm not mistaken. You guys can correct me on that. I do believe it's 6 o'clock Eastern time, and their live's a lot of fun. I absolutely enjoy it. I try to watch it every Monday, and a lot of times it does fall around supper time. So sometimes I can let the wife let me watch it the whole way through. Other times I kind of have to sign out for a little bit of time to eat and spend time with the family, and then I hop back in. Excuse me. Let's see here. All right. Now, Jeremy, you guys don't have to thank me. You guys are great. If you guys lived here or lived closer, I could definitely see us probably hanging out and goofing around and just being, crazy people and just having a flat out good time if you guys lived a lot closer. I mean, we're like, between the two of you, we're right on par with one another as far as how we all think and what we're into and everything. So I'm really looking forward to Saturday. I'm really looking forward to on Sunday spending my birthday with you guys because it's going to be a blast. I just know it. Will you go without gloves if you do carpet? Angie, both times in the video, I will spoil this. I do wear gloves the whole time. I don't trust Xena that much. She's absolutely like blown my mind here with how she has been, but I don't know if it's like the demons on her head. I don't know if anybody has ever noticed any of the videos or pictures I have posted with her in them. But she's like, well, part of the reason I got her was not only all the yellow tipping in her, but she has like this demon design on her head. And that was one of the first things I saw because I love head patterns and snakes. And I saw this demon design. I thought, I was like, that is awesome. Like, she's just an awesome looking snake. And lo and behold, the demon part kind of, it wasn't just a head pattern. It was a warning sign that, there's a little bit of inner demon within her. So it definitely was, it was a learning experience. So you got to watch those head stamps and head markings because sometimes there's a little bit of something to it. But if I were to get Laggeth out, now I would get one of them out, but it's nighttime for them. And you don't go reach inside of a carpet python's cage at night. I'll just say that. I would get Laggeth out if it was daytime, though, and let everybody see her because she would definitely be okay for me to handle and be working with while trying to run a live. But not Xena. Xena did do pretty good, though, for the 2 filmings. I'll give her that. I was very, very surprised. My son just texted me. If my son was watching, I could answer him. But anyway, I'll go through here to say hi to some more people. John, I don't know if I said hi to you or not, but John at Inquiline, he's just started a YouTube channel. Very good stuff. Make sure you guys check him out. Angie and Jeff at Celtic Balls. I love those guys. We are going to get you guys on this live. I was actually going to send you a message today and try to pick a date. But then my wife was like, hey, we're going to go to the movies and see Scream. So I was just like, So I was trying to wrap up everything going on here in the snake room and finish up this video with Xena. And it's like, all right, we're done. Out the door, we had to get going to the movie theater. So I don't want to say forgot to message you guys, but I kind of got wrapped up. Will at Heli Heat, what's up, buddy? Thank you for tuning in. Pensock says, hey, Gershon, when did Gershon sneak in? Gershon, what's up, buddy? I did not even see you sneak in. What is going on, Gershon? He is another guy. If you haven't checked out his channel, make sure you check him out at GP Snakes. Awesome lives, great content. He's got a lot of neat stuff he's working on, especially the albino clown stuff. He's got a really neat looking albino clown and lots of Enchi. You got to have that Enchi, right, Gershon? Let's see. 13 in chat, 6 likes. Let's hit that thumbs up. I agree, Jeff and Angie. Hit that thumbs up, everybody, because I definitely appreciate it. And without you guys, I wouldn't be here. Let's face it. I can't. We just hit. What is going on? Mark at 403 Fauna, another awesome guy that has an awesome channel, and he will actually do have him booked to be on this live. Yeah, my phone's vibrating. I have people messaging me and texting and all that fun stuff. So if you hear a vibrating noise, that is what it is. Actually, you guys may even hear the fan. I can turn the fan off in here too. Anyway, Mark at 403, he's going to be on the show. Let me see if I can't find the date here. 1 second. God, my mother-in-law just messaged me. Yes, there. Sorry about this. Yes. Mark will be on. Let me see here because I have it all in my phone. Mark is on the February 20th. So you guys can catch Mark here live on the 20th. That is going to be a fun show because Mark is another awesome guy. What is up, Tony? Glad you could tune in, brother. Tony actually lives down the road and 1 road over from me. So we're like, I could probably literally, if I took my bow out there, I could maybe hit his house with an arrow. or if he put a target out in his yard, I might be able to hit it. If you guys, anybody that's just showing up, I'm taking a poll as to what everybody would like to see as far as content wise here on the channel for this next video that'll drop this week. You guys want to see carpet python care, breeding sizes, Exantic, my Exantic project, or how to build an egg box. So I know like Mark just came in, Tony, you just came in. Anybody that just came in that hasn't already put a vote in. Gershon, put a vote in too, brother, please. I want to try to see what everybody would like to see for the next video. Right now, the carpet python video is ahead by like 2. I'm thinking everybody wants to see if I don't get bit. So yeah, anyway, I lost my train of thought here. Sorry about that. So how's everybody doing? What is everybody up to? Gershon says carpet python care. All right, Gershon, you want to see if I get bit too. All right. So I think I do have. All right, breeding size Diego. Chip at Regis Fira Pythons. What is going on? There's another guy. He's just starting his channel out. Very good content. Jeremy getting bit. Not fun, but probably funny. Oh, Tony, I'm going to bring you up here to hold Xeno on live. Gershon says he's plowing snow. Man, it snowed here a little bit, and I always have thoughts like, you watch, I'm going to have to go out and plow, but luckily it stopped, so I did not have to do it. Jeremy and I say there will be blood. I hope not. But you guys have to wait and watch and see to find out if there is blood. Ooh, you guys painted your snake room. Awesome. Cannot wait to see what color you guys picked. I think you guys needed to go with the green. More than one reason. One, because green's just awesome. And 2, I actually was playing around on here, and I can use my walls as a green screen. So I thought that was awesome. Absolutely, like, I don't know. It's probably really stupid for everybody else to think. But sorry, I got like indigestion or something. It's probably stupid. It's a stupid thing, but I've had fun with it. I'm not very tech savvy, so anything I figure out as far as technology wise is like it was just neat. I'm sorry. Everyone does green. That's because green is cool, guys. Green is cool. Green is where it's at. Boba Fett wears green. That's why you got to go green. So Chip, I don't know if I think you might have missed the little thing here. Next video, do you want to see a carpet python video, like carpet python care, breeding sizes of ball pythons, my Xanthic project, or how to set up an egg box? Green is the best. Tony, you're saying that because you like Yoda. But anyway, let me get a drink here. My throat, I'm drying out. So, if anybody, purple and orange fan here. All right, Chip says, man, carpet pythons are blowing it out of the water. I'm starting to think everybody likes carpets here, which is awesome because let's face it, the way the colors that they are just amazing. Tony says, and I don't know what else. Yoda's lightsaber's green. Don't know. Money's green. Is that? Just had a 70 or so rodent feed. Girls are slamming food over here. Awesome, Phil. Awesome. That is good to hear, man. I know over here I fed last week. All the hatchlings ate. Even the one I was having a problem with, it's the, what is it? It's the cinnamon. It's the leopard cinnamon het desert ghost male that hadn't been feeding for me for a while. He actually took his second meal by himself. He's on live hopper mice, but I'm not going to complain. He's eating by himself, and I'm just through the roof ecstatic. So if I want to see him take a couple more meals by himself without missing. And if he does, he's going up on Morph Market, and hopefully he goes quick because then I will be completely sold out of hatchlings, which to me is just like, I can't believe that I sold all that I did actually. Pretty darn cool thought, and it's even cooler because I'm pretty sure there's some people that I know that probably thought that this was kind of not going to be a big thing, and it just mind blowing. We all just oh, there we go. Now, something tells me that's probably more Holly wanting to see me get bit than Jeremy. I'm just saying. Correct me if I'm wrong there, but I think that's probably more Holly than Jeremy wanting me to get bit. Although I could be wrong. Now let's see. Diego says my favorite color is green. Using your green painted wall as a green screen is a great idea. It is, but if you guys remember the last live, I had a whole bunch of issues. So it kind of, I figured it's not worth the risk. I actually did, after that live with Melinda from Cuddle Time Critters, after that live, I went right up to my wife and I told her, like, we got to get online here and upgrade our internet. And hopefully it's doing better now. That whole debacle of what was going on just drove me nuts and was not acceptable to me. So we upped our internet speed, and hopefully that's fixing everything. You guys will have to let me know if everything's coming through clear and if everything sounds all right and pictures all good. But hopefully it is. To be different, I choose a ball python. All right, Mark, then you want to be breeding size or Xanthic? I guess egg box would technically be a ball python video too. Let's see here. Yep, that's got to be Holly. Tony, yes, I do need a haircut. You can start to see. Wait, darn it! You can start to see all the gray coming in. Yeah, that kids and working where I work and with the people I work with, it'll do it to you. Yes, I do need a haircut because it hides all that gray. Good God, I am going really gray. I swear I'm not that old. I am only 34 for one more week. Let's see here. Found a hairball type thing in one of my enclosures. Not sure if it's a regurgitation or a pooped hairball rat fur. Definitely not the size of a rat, but kind of weird. Anyone experiences? Yes, John. I have seen those before. I don't know if that's like a poop, so to speak. or if that is them regurging. Every so often it does pop up like that, so I just kind of figured that it's a normal thing. So I really haven't actually dabbled too much of a thought into it. So if anybody does have any any knowledge of what that would be, chime in there. I'm trying to catch up on Jeremy. That was all Holly, FYI. Okay, Jeremy. I did not even know what your last name was. That is funny. All right, so now we can blame everything evil on Holly now. I'm with you on that one. So let me try to get caught up here. No, it doesn't. Fed about 5 days ago too. Is it slimy? If it's what I've seen, it's not slimy. It's just kind of, it looks like a hairball. We work with TSK, so oh, come on, Mark. Come on. What's wrong with TSK? I love TSK Xanthic. To me, for all the examples I've seen of the good examples, there's good and bad of both. To me personally, you can't really go wrong. I just came across the TSK at a really good price, and that's just kind of what I went with on top of the examples I've seen. To me, the color of them stood out a little bit better than some of the VPIs and the others. So I went with it. So we're going to go gamble and see what everything produces. Chip, you are so kind. Thank you, sir. I do not feel like a young man. I sure as hell do not act like an old man, if anybody knows me personally. Well, all right, I do act like an old man sometimes. I had a carpet Lagatha like fell off of something. Sorry about that. All right, Celtic says if it was slimy, possibly regurge. Yeah, see, the stuff I've seen that wasn't slime that I've experienced, excuse me, was not. It definitely was not slimy. It was dried. It looked like the shape of, from what I saw in my enclosure. John, you might have something different, but it looks like poop. It just looks like a hairball. Video quality is a lot better this week. I don't know if that's the internet doing that or if it's just that I changed where I was sitting this time, Tony. So we'll have to, maybe this needs to be my permanent spot. The past couple, I'd like to try to get Xena in the background because she moves around at night and gives everybody a little something to look at and some eye candy. It's not really slimy. Yes, like a hairball, no bones or anything. All right, let's see here. Let me try to get GSR. Xanthic looks good. But no, absolutely nothing about it or other than just seen it on Morph Market a few days ago. GSR. I've never heard of GSR Xanthic. I'll have to look into that one. I've never heard of that line. Phil says things just undigested hair and bits. Yeah, see, yeah. What I've seen and experienced definitely was not stinky or anything. It had no smell. It was just like a hairball. So anyway, like John said, we won't focus on that. GCR. I've never heard of that line, Phil. Phil. Well, I've never heard of that line of Xanthic. I'll actually have to look into that. That's actually a new one for me. I'd be interested to see what that actually looks like. So, what's everybody else up to? I did make mention that I went to see Scream. I won't spoil it for you. As Darth Vader is Nev Campbell's father, just so you know. I'm just saying. No, it was really good though. I really enjoyed it. So if you guys haven't seen that, go and check it out. I actually really pigged out big time, and I'm not proud of myself, but I ate a legit large tub of popcorn all by myself. I ate probably 3/4 of the first one, and Kara looked at me and said, "Really?" and she helped me. She was helping a little bit throughout the whole tub, and I felt like I was obligated, like I had to go out and get the large, because they give you free refills where we went, and felt like I was obligated to go get it refilled, and then I, ended up eating half of that tub because hey, it's there, you got to eat it. Movie theater popcorn is so good. What is your go-to movie theater candy? I'm not gonna lie, I don't have a movie theater candy. I just eat popcorn. That's all I want, is just the movie theater popcorn. Jeremy says he likes MJ Exantic, but VPI would be second. I think you guys are either have MJ Exantic or you're going to get into the Exantic, aren't you, Jeremy and Holly? Let a comment, but I think I remembered you guys saying you were either going to get into MJ or you are into MJ's line. John says, how much YouTube do you watch every day? Seems you watch everyone's channel, so you comment on everyone's video. Love the support you offer everyone. Thank you, John. To be honest, it kind of varies. Now that I'm laid off, I can stay really up to date with everybody's channels that I'm subscribed to. It's great. I enjoy it. Wintertime is kind of it's like spring, summer, fall, and part of winter, because since I do driveways and get driveways ready for paving and parking lots ready for paving, spring, summer, fall, it's just nuts. I work some really long days and I come home and I'm exhausted. Summertime, of course, all the heat, and it's just really rough. That being said, when I'm waiting on like dump trucks to come back from dumping blacktop or dumping dirt, if I don't have anything else productive that I can be doing, that's when I'll kind of hop on the phone and watch a little bit of YouTube, get caught up on some stuff. But for the most part, it's just go, 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 go. And I have to find my time as far as how to watch everybody's channel, just with doing other little household things. If it's getting stuff ready for dinner, I'll put something on the phone and at least listen to it and be able to catch a peek here and there. I know a lot of times with like everybody's lives, which is one thing I love about lives, is you don't always have to see what's going on. A lot of it's just more vocal because it's just everybody talking. So I absolutely love that part about lives, because I can put a live on the laptop down here and I can go through, start cleaning cages. I can do waters. I can get so much done, and just by listening to stuff, and then I can still, let the feedback, let the support that everyone gives me, give that back to everybody else. And I just could, there's just little bits and pieces of the day where I just try to sneak stuff in and show everybody the love and support that they show me, because I greatly appreciate everybody's support. And my mind's still boggled that people actually care about what I have to say, listen, hang out with me. I mean, this community is so great, and everybody in it is, they're some of the best people I think you probably ever come across, in all honesty. All right, let's see here. Holly says Sour Patch Kids. Oh wait, got distracted. We'll be getting into MJ. Sour Patch Kids. I do love Sour Patch Kids, but as far as movie theater, I don't know. When you go to a movie theater, I think you gotta go for the popcorn, I think. Phil says same thing. Because Phil, I think you're in a construction field as well, if I'm not mistaken. I think I remember, because you were doing traveling to some places where you're kind of half passing my house and going to jobs. Pretzel bites or go-to drinkings. Okay, back to snakes. Ollie's getting excited. Jeremy, she's gonna hit you up to take her to the movie theater now. Oh, you guys are great. I love you guys. Now that we're on the movie thing, I know we need to get back on snakes, but if you guys have not watched the Book of Boba Fett yet on Disney Plus, you guys need to start. Everybody needs to start watching that. If you have any remote love for Star Wars, you guys need to tune in to the Book of Boba Fett. The third episode is kind of but this last episode, it definitely made up for. I mean, this whole series is just really, really good. And you guys need to all check it out because it is awesome. Maybe that's just me being partial to Star Wars. I don't know. But I do love my Star Wars. And I love my Boba Fett. Freaking awesome. I love Boba Fett. Anyway, let's see here. I'm about to make my Jeremy quit his job so he can stay home and watch YouTube all day. I wish my wife would do that, Holly. So, Jeremy, you better keep Holly. Because hopefully here, I'm thinking probably within like 8 years is what I'm hoping. Yeah, I can end up making this just my full-time job, just doing the snakes. Hopefully by then, that will be the whole way across the wall. Hopefully that will be to the ceiling. That will be to the ceiling. And hopefully the carpet girls there. I don't know if you can. You probably can't see Lagatha. Hopefully the carpet girls there will be in PVC enclosures and producing hatchlings as well. So I'm hoping within like that 8-year time span is when I can kind of make a go of it and say adios to excavating. It's been fun, but I'm tired of abusing my body and having to get beaten around by bouncing around in a piece of construction equipment. And throwing blacktop around isn't fun when you have to do it either. It kind of gets old. So that's my plan. I had 8 years. I want to be doing this. And then I told Kara, my wife, I told her, I was like, at that point, she can I would like to see her either A, go back to work and get a full-time job so that way she can get health insurance for us, or B, hopefully this spring we're going to start to breed rats, and once we get the rats going, I told her she can be the rat lady. So I don't know, full-time job or be the rat lady. I think it's going to might be a slight toss-up as far as what she picks. But something tells me I'm probably going to lose either way on that battle. Either one's probably not going to happen. Let's see here. Don't hate me, but I haven't seen any Star Wars since the original movies. Well, trust me, brother, I won't hate you on that one. The original 3 are definitely the best. Empire Strikes Back by far is my favorite out of the originals. As far as the prequels, I love the prequels. I know some of the people did not like the prequels. I thought the prequels were awesome. This last trilogy with like Rey and Kylo and all that, that just does not exist to me. that part of the fandom just does not happen for me. I mean, I'm sure some people really liked it. I did not really enjoy it that much. The Mandalorian series, that was awesome. I loved, of course, the Book of Boba Fett. Rogue One was good. I thought Rogue One was very, very well done. The Han Solo standalone movie I thought was very good. And so, yeah. All right, so let's get back on to snakes. Let's see here. We have 4 kids. It's cheaper to keep her. Oh, Jeremy, you're going to get yourself in trouble. Adam, what is up, brother? Yes, it is a solo. Figured I'd try to get to talk with everybody a little bit and get to know everybody a little bit more. And on top of it, just kind of have some random conversations and everything. So let's see here. K2SO, best droid ever. You were correct, Tony. I loved K2. He was very, very cool. I liked his little one-liners and how he's just an all-out smart ass. My Hadley's upstairs crying. I think she can hear me talking and she wants to be down here with Daddy. All right, Adam, since you just got on here, I want your input on the survey I'm taking for the next video. Do you want to see carpet python care with me holding Xena, and I know you've heard the stories of Xena throughout the whole video. And this isn't the first take; it is the second take of the carpet python care video. So I held her throughout the whole video 2 times. Breeding size for ball pythons, my Exantic project, or egg box setup. So comment down below. Let me know what you want your vote in at. Right now, carpet pythons are smashing it. I mean, it's not even a contest at the moment. I think carpet pythons have 6 votes. Everything else has, well, breeding size and Exantic has 2 each. And Chip, I don't know if you put in a thing yet or not. Adam says, congrats. It's a hump to get over to do a solo show. Happy for you. Thank you, man. I was very nervous about doing a solo show. I was afraid that I'd be like a rambling, stumbling, bumbling idiot. But at the same time, I thought it'd be a great way to connect with everybody a little bit more one-on-one. And let's see you and Xena do battle or collaborate. All right, I think it's kind of a done deal. I think carpet pythons is going to be the next video that comes out this Wednesday. So yeah, I like doing like the interview stuff, and since you missed it out, next week, or yeah, not next week. I guess it would technically be next week. Next live, I have Jeremy and Holly from Snake for the Memories on to do a birthday bash with me. It is my 35th birthday on next Sunday, so we're gonna have a heck of a good time, and it's gonna be a blast, and probably a whole lot of crazy stuff will be. I just think it's gonna probably be one of the crazier lives that I probably have for this year. So it's gonna be fun. Knowing that you can give a good show solo gives you confidence and freedom. You are right on that, Adam. I completely agree. All right, Chip says yes for the carpets. All right, we got, yeah. I think carpets are gonna get it, everybody. Yeah, like I also thought too, it'd be a good way for like everybody so elderly. Thought it'd be a good way for if there was some also if you guys have any ideas for other content that I can film and everything, also let me know, because I can only come up with so many ideas. Now, granted, once we start getting eggs and the snakes start getting farther on into the breeding season, I can make more videos. Like, I got my list here. I think this is the right list. Yeah, like I have for my ball python breeding series, I have palpating, like how to palpate, behavior of building, ovulation, follicle size, and like a timeline, egg pullings, getting females back on food. That was kind of what I had planned for like the ball python breeding series I have going on, but that stuff can only go on when they're doing it. So I have another list of some other odds and ends that I can do, and until I hit those spots. But ultimately, that stuff is completely reliant on them. So if you guys have any ideas, that is a good idea, Phil. You're gonna be guest star on that rat shed build, though. I'll put that on the list. I mean, the rat shed is kind of, the shed's already built, but it's pre-existing shed that was on the property. Basically, I just need some expertise on someone that's actually done it and that can help me go and make everything work and function the way it needs to function. And I know Phil said he would help me out, so I greatly appreciate that, Phil, because I'm going to need all the help I can with getting that started, because that's going to be a completely, I have no idea what I'm doing rodent wise. I mean, I've seen videos, I've watched videos about people that do it, but it just, yeah, it's completely new ground for me. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Chip says, oh, yes, the YouTube list of ideas. Yeah. Adam says, I know it's geeky, but you should share the electrical layout you have. I have serious outlet envy right now. My circuit's limited. That actually might not be a bad idea, Adam. I can do that. The funny thing is, as far as with how that goes too, uh, when I originally designed this room, I had planned on using TGR racks. Like what? Let me figure out how to. Wait here. There we go. I had originally planned on using like a whole bunch of these TGR racks, and then TGR went out of business. Right there at basically the pinpoint, like the height of the COVID scare and all that stuff. It hit like the high point of it, and TGR, as far as the rack section, went out of business. And like I had all these receptacles figured out because I was gonna have like one, basically one thermostat per 2 sets of racks. And needless to say, since they went out, I had to find another brand to go with. And my buddy Mike talked me into using the ARS stuff, which I'm so glad he did. But obviously now, instead of having a whole bunch of receptacles, I just need the power strips and go from there. 1 second here. Yeah. So that, like, it ended up where now I have more receptacles than need be. But everybody that I've talked to, like you, Adam, said that they're kind of jealous at the options that I have. And I get, it is nice because it does allow me to be a lot more versatile as far as where I'm plugging stuff in at, or if I need to plug extra stuff in. And it's nice, but at the same token, I mean, I don't know, it's kind of overkill. I know when the like my cousin helped me wire everything up, but when the electrician came in to help me finish hooking everything up final, he was like, he walked in here, he goes, "Oh my God." He goes, "Are you expecting a lot of stuff?" I was like, "Well, at one point I was." Let's see here. What is up, Mark? Let's see here. Angie and Jeff say, "Do I ultrasound?" I do not have an ultrasound, guys. I would love to get an ultrasound, but at this point in time, it's just not, I don't want to say it's not feasible, but I want to, basically, that's something where I want the snakes to pay for it. So I have to figure out where an ultrasound lies. Is it going to be this year that I do it? And what am I going to put off getting that? I kind of have to figure out where that lies. I know it would be awesome to have an ultrasound. I'm kind of jealous of everybody that does have it because it helps you guys out so much, which probably is going to put it up a lot more higher on my list. But there's just so much. There's so much that I want and that I need to get, or that I should have or should get. And I just need to figure out that happy medium line as to how to make the majority of it happen. One thing I do want to get, it's not necessarily important, like as far as business wise or functioning for the business end of it, but I want to get like stickers and shirts this year. And Jeremy and Holly have helped me out with finding a sticker mule. And so I need to I still haven't made an account there, Holly. I'm sorry. I know you went through all that trouble, got me the link and everything, and I still haven't made the account yet. But I need to make an account and get to making that. I also need to find a decent place that makes shirts. There's so many different places that you can get all this stuff from. It's like, where do you go for it all? So I need to find a place that has nice shirts and get some shirts made up as well, because there's some people I'd like to send stickers to, some people I want to send shirts to, and just share some of the love that everybody gives to me, because I think you guys, without everybody here, I wouldn't be doing this. Let's see here. Rodent breeding strategy. Is that a video idea, Phil, or are you just telling me that there's a breeding strategy to it? Because if anything, that would be a guest show there with you telling us the rodent breeding strategy. If you get desperate for content, do an egg pulling with chicken eggs. I could make that happen, guys. I could. I just have to go down to my dad's house. He's got a bunch of chickens there. I can make it happen. Probably won't be that fun. We can always have Hadley go pull the chicken eggs. She'll chase the chickens around, and that'll make it interesting. Let's see here. Phil says it's not hard. Mark, I don't think we got you down for the vote thing here. It's kind of, I want to say it's all but decided, but it kind of is. Where did I put my? Oh, there it is. Mark, for the next video that I release on Wednesday, would you like to see a carpet python care video, a breeding size of ball pythons video, my Exantic project, or how to make an egg box? So comment down below there and let me know what you would like to see there, Mark. Let's see here. There is so many people coming in here. Bosa, what is up, man? Same thing for you, Bosa. If you have that list that I just went through, let a comment as to what you would like to see. And as far as the carpet care, the breeding size, Exantic project, the egg box. And if you guys, like I said, have any ideas, let me a comment. I'm trying to keep up with all of these comments here, and it is just astounding that we have 18 people in viewing right now. I think that is just awesome. Well, it says, I'm building a rodent/snake building soon as I get settled in Arkansas in a few days, but need to figure out a good size, but we'll be doing with high outlets like you. Well, there's actually 2 levels of outlets, in all honesty, Will. There you can see them. Yeah, I have the higher ones there, and then I have, I guess what you would say, I don't want to say like the standard height, but I think it's like, I forget how many inches up off the ground the first set is. But there's actually 2 levels of outlets. Yes, Angie and Jeff. TGR, like the rack part, went out of business. They still do snakes, so they're still in business with the snakes. It was just like the rack department that went out. Yeah, no, TGR is like TSK. They're still doing the snake stuff. My Orange Dream Exantic girl, we actually got from TSK or from Tallgrass this past winter. It would have been winter of 2021 is we got her from them. So they're still doing snakes. It's just the rack side of because they were like 2 different. There were like 2 different companies functioning under the same name, kind of, but it was just the rack side that went out of business. Headstand ball pythons, what is up? Thank you for showing up. Same for you. If you have carpet python breeding size video, the carpet python care breeding size for ball python video, Exantic project, and egg box. Let me know what you would like to see for the next video. I'm kind of taking a poll here. If one in the audience is in the southeast and is selling an ARS rack, I'm definitely interested. Adam, getting ARS racks, you won't regret it, brother. Trust me. I am so glad I got ARS stuff because their customer service, it just blows me out of the water. I had the one order they sent me the front and back bars for a 70-30 rack instead of the 55-40. And I called them up and they they apologized tremendously for it. Told me to keep those bars for the 70-30 rack, and they sent me out next day. I had the bars that I needed for my 55-40 rack. So, I mean, that is the type of quality customer service that you get from them. I mean, they're on point. Even with the extra tiers I got for the 1065 hatchling rack, they forgot to send some of the like the railings, like here now. The things that the tubs ride on here. They forgot to send some of those. And I shot him an email and called him. Actually, I guess I did. guess I sent them an email on Sunday and I called them on Monday, and they sent. I had what I needed the next day, basically. I think forget if it took 2 days. It might have taken 2 days to get it here because it was right around Christmas time. But I mean, they sent it out right away, and it was great. Their customer service is to the moon, man, to the moon. Let's see here. Yep. Thank you, Mark. Yes, everybody, do not forget to hit that like button. I appreciate it all. What's an electrician? I installed my mini split in my snake room. I didn't die. My house hasn't burnt down yet. Well, see, I ended up running, and when I do that video, because that was a really good idea, Adam. Ended up running 100 amp service down here to another sub panel. So this room is on its own breaker box, and I have it set up so that way when I do the man cave on the other side. Because let me see if I don't know. They're on through the little viewing glass there. That really was originally supposed to be my man cave when it's all said and done. But now that the snakes are growing to the I'm starting to feel like I'm starting to run out of room, even though I'm not out of room yet, if that makes any sense. But my brain has already started to think ahead that I'm going to need more space than what I planned. So I'm already figuring, am I at some point going to finish off that other section to make the snake room a whole lot bigger? Because I think right now the room's like a 14 by 12, I think, something like that. 14 by 12, 14 by, yeah, I think it's like 14 by 12. I think that's what it is. So I'm already thinking ahead as if I'm going to be running out of room already and trying to beat it to the finish line there. Thought TGR went out of business because they had so many fires from their racks, or was that someone else? I didn't hear about any rack fires from TGR. Well, it's possible that they might have been having some issues, but that I don't know for sure. It kind of I thought it was because of the COVID thing. I'm really far behind on comments here, everybody. I apologize. Let's see here. I know, John, you said that a while ago, but good night. I apologize, everybody. These comments are coming in like crazy. All right, Mark, I will put you down for, where's my pen at? The carpet python. Let's see here. Moon over Miami. What is up, man? Put in a vote if you want to see carpet python care video, breeding size of ball pythons, my Xanthic project video, or an egg box video. Kind of taking a poll on that to see what everybody wants to see. But right now, carpet pythons is just it's way out there. Holy outlets, Batman. Like I said, I am so far behind here on the chat. I'm trying to catch up, everybody. What did you add out? 2 levels, and oh, look over there. Oh, that's great, Adam. Now don't be. Let's see here. Let's see here. 5020 in Tennessee. Message got offered PayPal. Told me to just pay when I picked it up. Sold it to someone else. That stinks, Will. I hate it when people do stuff like that. Oh, I actually think I caught up to everybody here finally on the chat. Tell you what, it is hard to keep up with the live chat sometimes. Let's see. Thought you were a few YouTube videos on it. All right. So now that I'm caught up, what's everybody want to talk about? You guys have any questions for me? I feel like I was kind of rambling and just trying to play catch up here. Does anybody have any questions they want to ask me, or any more ideas as far as future content that I can put out for you guys? It, you know, it's like I said before, it's kind of hard to come up with everything that everybody would like to see, but at the same token, it's always nice to have those ideas. I do have, let me see if I, like for future video ideas, I do have right now is boa holdbacks for mics, to show you guys what type of what holdbacks he held back from last year. Just by tubs for PVC rack weight on the. You could do that, Phil. I mean, a lot of people. I applaud everybody that does build their own racks. Just like, I mean, I think Kai builds a lot of his racks, and his setup is very, very nice. You build your own PVC racks. So I mean, that's cool. I would build my own, but I don't want to say. Yeah, I don't want to say I'm lazy, but I have so much going on. I just don't think I have the time to go out and build PVC racks. Plus, I love my ARS stuff. All right. Mark says, since carpet videos is going to win, at what size do you breed females? Now, do you mean carpet python females, or do you mean female ball pythons, Mark? Let me know. Because as far as like carpets, from all my research that I've done, and Phil can probably chime in here a little bit since he's likes his Australian species as well. Carpets, it's not as much of a size and weight thing like it is with ball pythons. Okay, you mean ball pythons. I'll finish here with the carpets. I'll touch base with the balls. Carpets, it's more about age. It's kind of like with the boas. I know Mike said that I think he has to wait till like 4 or 5 years for a female before she's ready to breed. And it's basically the same thing for a carpet. They gotta be like a minimum of like 4 years old. As far as ball pythons, my males, I want them to be at least 500 grams. But in order for me to put them in there, even at 500 grams, I want them eating, smashing food, and I don't want them to be, if picky eaters or anything. I want them consistently eating and good food response. Within their first year, most males hit that 500 gram mark. I know I don't know. Let me see if I can get him out here. Oh, yeah. I know. I always show this guy off, but Shockwave here, my Orange Dream Bumblebee. This guy here, I think he's sitting at like 400 some grams, I think it was. He has not missed a meal. His first meal was a frozen thaw wrap up. He's got an amazing food response. And I mean, he's well on his way to where if I really wanted to, I could probably breed him like late in the season. But I'm just going to wait till next year or next season and put him into work then. My females, I like to see them hit that 1,500 gram mark, though, and at least be 2 years old. And once they hit that 2-year mark, 1,500 grams, they have my blessing, so to speak. I did have one, Natalia. She was my killer bee. It gave me clutch 3. She was actually Shockwave's mom. She was 3 years old. When she was a baby, she smashed food like crazy. I mean, it was just, Mark's heading out. Good night, Mark. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for all the support. Greatly appreciate it. Like as a baby, she smashed food, and as she got older, she started getting, I don't want to say pickier, but she wouldn't eat as reliable. So she would go on some massive hunger strikes, and she just kind of became a pain there as far as the eating went. And I want to say she got to about all but right around like the 1,400 gram mark, and she was smashing food like crazy last season. And I thought, you know what, she's good. We're going to go for it. She's got the age. I was confident she was mature enough. She was a little bit under where I normally would want them, but she was still there. She was right there, especially with how she was eating. So I paired her, And lo and behold, look what happened. And didn't she go off food right after I started pairing her? Poof, just done. She went right off food. But she gave me 4 beautiful, huge, healthy eggs. So I couldn't complain. If I would have waited another year, would I've gotten more eggs? Probably. But I think she is legit. I think she's just a small female. I mean, right now I weighed her. Forget what she weighs in at. I did use her in my breeding size video, and I think she's somewhere around like 1,600 grams right now. Or no, so she's 1,700 grams. I know she's got a poop bag because you can tell she's got you can feel it when you go and palpate her. You can feel her that she's got a poop in there that's got to come out. So I'm sure she'll probably drop down to about like the 1,600 gram mark. So, but I do like to see them around 1,500 or above. Let's see here. Will says, build a badass 4x2x2 PVC enclosure that is like focus cube with colored acrylic and no use for it now. I'm doing racks and decided cheaper to buy them than build my own. I agree with that. Well, it would probably, I mean, yeah, I just don't have the time to build it. So I completely agree with you on that one. I'm sure that that is a lot cheaper. Adam, thanks for tuning in, brother. I appreciate all the support, man. Greatly appreciate it. And I'll catch you on your live on Tuesday. Yeah. Oh, Angie and Angie and Mark, or yeah, Angie and Mark. God, I'm losing it. Angie and Jeff, good night. Thank you for watching. Appreciate all your support as well. Does anybody else have any other questions for me? Anything you guys want to talk about? We are at an hour, a little over an hour. So, I mean, if nobody has any other topics that they really want to get into, we can call it a night. Or if you guys have anything you want to ask me or if you guys want to know my thoughts on anything. Oh, Angie and Jeff, before you guys go, I'm going to hit you up this week on IG and figure out when to get you guys up on the show. All right, Rob says, do you feed frozen thawed? Will that change once you build my rat shed? Right now, I do feed frozen thawed. I do have a few hatchlings that are only on live. I have to go to the local pet shop and go get live. So I do have a few that are on live. I'm trying to get them switched over because right now, frozen thawed is just the most efficient for me. Once I do have my own racks, once I have my own rats, I plan on probably what I end up doing is gas, like I'll, gas them, put them in a CO2 chamber and polish them off that way just because I don't mind feeding live. It doesn't bother me at all. I did it for years, but I like not having to worry about the snakes biting or getting bit. So, okay. All right. Awesome. I thought you guys left. So, I'll probably gas them and feed them off. And if the snakes don't eat them, then I'll throw them in, I'll go and freeze them then for my future use. That my opinion might change on that. I might just go straight to live. But I know a lot of people do prefer to have snakes that take frozen thawed. And to me personally, it makes it a little bit easier of a sale if they're eating frozen thawed. So I'm almost thinking that I'm probably going to stick with, gas them, try to feed them if nobody takes, and then, go and freeze them off. Now, like I said, that might change. We'll have to see where that all goes. Chip says, do I have any boas? That is a good question, Chip. Personally, I do not have any boas. My buddy Mike that breeds the boas, I have a couple videos with him. Check him out. He's got some awesome pairings going on this year. He's had a whole bunch of locks. He did tell me there's really no new development on his end, but they're locking up. Things seem to be going good. So hopefully he starts, getting some good signs here and some ovulations going on. But one of these days, I do want to have an IMG. Something with that IMG line is, I don't know what it is. He had an IMG boa, and it just blew my mind with how it looked. Like, I don't want one where it gets solid black. The all black ones are cool. Don't get me wrong, but I want one that's got a little bit of color, a little bit of the natural look, so to speak. But I want to, I want some of that extra black and that awesomeness that the IMG line does throw into it. I want to have some of that. But at some point, I will have probably just one. I won't be doing my own boas, just solely because I have Mike to handle that. And that was a neat thing with us partnering up like that. That allowed me to, I can focus on the carpets and the ball pythons, mainly the ball pythons, of course, because the carpets are my side thing. But there's so many people that like boas. And I've found out that my boa videos have probably done the best out of all my videos I've put out, especially my insane boa video. If you guys haven't seen that, check that out, because that snake on the thumbnail is real. And every time I see it, it just gets better and better every time I see it. But it just made too much sense, to stay focused on what I'm focused on here with the carpets and the balls, and let him partner up with him, and as he makes stuff, we'll sell it through me and under my name, and allow best of both worlds. So, I mean, Mike's got stuff that, I think he's produced at least one World's First. I definitely want to try to get that on to the channel here, but it's the stuff he's working with. I mean, he's so far ahead that I would never be able to catch up. What is up, Musical? Thanks for coming in. I would ask you for your opinion on the poll. Well, I can still. Well, I was taking a poll as to what people would like to see for future content, but carpet pythons are winning by a landslide. But would you want to see carpet python care video, breeding size of ball python video, my Xanthic project video, or how to make an egg box video, or how to set up an egg box? Comment and let me know what your vote is for. Not willing to fill them up. I just switch a few of my hatchings over to frozen thaw to sell them, so I'm gonna start on live. Then after a few meals, I'll switch. See, that's kind of what I did. A lot of mine had stamp. I started off like first couple meals, for the most part, they started on live, and for the most part, they all switched over really easy. I had a few that were kind of a pain in the neck, but for the most part, first couple meals, were live, and then switched them over. But Shockwave, there, that I showed her earlier, I just tried him out just out of a whim. I had one that didn't get eaten, and thought, I wonder if he'll eat, because I just put him back in that new tub, because they had just shut out, and I thought, well, we'll see what happens, and he just smashed it. I thought, this dude here means business. He's gonna go places. Let's see, 1-1. Gladly rent their bottles to you. Let's see here. Microbrew stores will fill your tanks. See, that's one thing I'll have to. I know I used to have a paintball shop nearby here that I would have been able to go to, but that was way back in my teens when I used to play paintball and tournaments and stuff. That's really going back. But that would be another thing I'd have to find out where to go. I think there's still a scuba shop nearby that would have it, but I could be wrong. Musical says carpets for sure. All right, that puts carpets at 10. So I think that officially blows everything out of the water. And I'm caught up now again. All right, awesome. So I'll just stop the poll there. Carpets will be the next video that comes out on Wednesday. So I'll put that out on Wednesday, and you guys will get to see if I get bit and how that whole thing goes, since Xena was not only out for one take, but actually 2 full videos. So yeah. But anyway, what do you like with everybody out here? What is everyone's opinion This probably is going to ruffle some feathers, maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. But Ultramel is such a big thing. And I know so many people love Ultramel. It's like the big hype. I know Billy from Mutation Creation loves it. And speaking of Billy, I missed his Patreon thing today. Darn it. Jeremy and Holly, did you guys catch the Patreon live today? The Q&A thing that he runs? I forgot all about that. I'll have to go back and check that out and see what I missed. But anyway, what's everybody's thoughts on Ultramel? To me, the Ultramel and Monarch, I really don't see much of a difference. I think Ultramel is probably maybe a little bit better than Monarch. But at the same token, I don't really I can't get excited about Ultramel for some reason. Our Musical says he missed hit. That's right, Musical. You're on Billy's Patreon too as well. Here we watch it as we watch Brady lose. Chip says Ultramel for him. Angie and Jeff, you guys are breeding a ton of it. That's right. You guys were showing some. You guys are into the Ultramel project. I forgot about that. But like, I don't know. I think maybe because I'm partially colorblind, that Ultramel just doesn't like. Maybe it's just because I don't think I've ever really seen an Ultramel in person either, though. I think that might be part of the issue as well. Everything I've seen has been like just basically on the computer, but it's just, I don't know if it's, like I said, I don't know if it's because I'm partially colorblind. Certain colors just don't pop out to my eyes, so maybe I'm not seeing the true color or the true beauty that everybody's seeing and gets all hyped up about. Like, to my eyes, if you would throw, like, say, and this is where you ruffle some feathers, if you would throw a really neat banana combo, it probably catches my eyes a lot better than, say, an Ultramel. And that might, like I said, that might ruffle some feathers, but, certain things really just do not click with my eyes. I know the one day at work, my one boss painted out where we were supposed to be digging at, and he used hot pink marking paint, and he just sprayed it on brown dirt, like really like sandy looking dirt. But he goes, I want you to dig on this line here. And I looked at him, I was like, what line? And he goes, don't you see that? I was like, no. So it's really goofy on how my eyes work and what I see. That's why the banana girl, where is she here? Watch me get bit, because she's one that's always a little ready. You're okay. That's like with this girl, I'm not, I think I know what colors I see. I think I see like a lavender, purpley, pinky color with, some orange in the alien heads, but I'm not fully sure what color she really is, in all honesty. It just, I know she's beautiful, and my wife absolutely loves her, and I love her pattern and everything, but I do have a hard time deciding what color she really is. So I think that's where I kind of run into with Ultramel. I don't know what color I'm actually supposed to see, or what color I'm seeing, or what color I'm missing. But I guess what color I'm missing is probably the bigger, the bigger key. Because obviously, if there's so many people hyped up into it, there's got to be something. Chip says he's got to head out. Take care. Thanks for tuning in, Chip. I greatly appreciate all your support, man. Let's see here. I missed something here. Yeah, I didn't fall in love with Ultramel until I saw it at a show, and oh my god! All right, maybe that's. I just need to actually, my next show I go to, I actually need to go and look for it in person. Because a lot of times when I go into a show, maybe, I don't know if you guys do the same thing. Like, you go in there, I go in blinders like this, and it's like I'm going in for one thing. I know what I'm going in for, and if I don't find that one thing, I'm coming out empty-handed. Because if I don't do this, I end up shelling out It just I end up spending money, and it's on stuff that I probably really don't need at the moment. Let's see here. Our adult is holding the same as the younger, so that's cool. See, that's one thing that would attract me to it, is if it does hold the same colors. Maybe if you threw like Desert Ghost into it as well, that might even make it to where my eyes catch it a little bit better. Will says, I'm still debating on an OD Ultramel cryptic mail or a pastel puzzle mail. Ooh. My thought would be, I would go, even though I'm not sold on the Ultramel thing, I would go with the OD Ultramel cryptic just because of the cryptic. I think cryptic is a pretty neat gene. And plus, since it works, since it's, I guess you want to say, it's on the same allele as clown, or however you want to put that, whatever the proper genetic terminology is. But since it works with clown, I think that just makes it that much better. Let's see. You know what's great? Freeway. Freeways are awesome. I do love me some freeway. You are right, Jeremy. Anchi Cinnamon Ultramel. I'm gonna have to look up more Ultramel stuff, I think, and maybe get a little bit better eye. Will says Arlington will be his first show. Now, do you mean first show like going to, or first show setting up? Will? Because I can't imagine you haven't been to a reptile show, so I'm assuming you're just talking about actually setting up. Angie's and Jeff say that they're planning on throwing DG Clown into it. That will be awesome. If nothing else, just because of DG and Clown. Even if I would never get on the Ultramel train, DG and Clown thrown into the mix would only make something better, in my opinion. Holly, the highways are nice. Don't get me wrong. But I gotta side with Jeremy on the freeways. I love the freeways. There's Yellow Belly and Asphalt. I gotta go with the Yellow Belly Asphalt combo over the Yellow Belly Gravel. I had to side with it. With him. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. He, I know Jeremy likes Twilight and stuff, but I gotta go with him on the freeway thing. Pavement is better. What is a pavement? I've heard that's like the second. See, I'm still learning some of my combos and stuff. But pavement's something with gravel. Is that? But I don't know what that is. So, what is in the What is in a pavement? I don't really know. I think freeways are better. I think super gravels are better. See, I would have to say musical on that one. The Jeremy and Holly here, they put a picture of a super asphalt. I forget what all was in that. You guys can put in the comments what it was. But they put a picture of their super asphalt male, I believe it was, on their Instagram. And that thing was just like, my jaw dropped when I saw that. I believe I actually sent Holly a message on Instagram telling her that when that thing makes I don't need anything super fancy. When it just makes an ass like a female, or I forget what I told her. I think I told her if it makes a male asphalt, like just a plain asphalt, send me one. Because that thing looked absolutely, it was like my jaw just hit the floor. That thing was just out of this world with how it looked. Okay, gravel and asphalt. Okay. See, now that would be nice. A pavement, I'll have to look up and see what they look like. But it's just the fact that it would act like a super, so you would only get gravel and asphalt out of it no matter what. That would be so genetically useful in combos that would be very, very well worth having just sit in the collection just there, so that way it's there when you need it. Super asphalt, okay. Super asphalt and fire and cheap pastel. All right, yeah, that snake there was just out of this world, like stunning. Absolutely loved seeing that thing. You know, if you guys ever decide you want to, like, you know, for like, you know, as a really, really generous birthday present, you know, you could overnight him over here, and you know, we'll just call it like the greatest birthday ever. It's worth a shot, right, everybody? It's worth a shot. But no, that okay, yeah. See, that's what I thought. I think you did tell me that. That's kind of what I figured too, because Billy loves his freeway and asphalt stuff, which I can't blame him. But like I said, but the only thing that oh, well, see, that's why I said he'd be a really, really great birthday present. I mean, that would probably that'd be the biggest birthday present I ever got, Holly. And I just think I would always tell everybody where I got it from and how awesome the people were that gave it to me. So just keep that in mind. You know, maybe Jeremy will work on you for me. But another gene, like a recessive that I'd love to get into, and eventually I will. Yeah, you guys are like, yeah. I guess I'm not gonna be getting the most awesome birthday present in the world then. I would love to get into Monsoon. What do you guys all think about Monsoon? That I saw a picture is Gen Z, Jason, Josh. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. Anyway, the Gen Z boys, they put out a video today and they showed off like their top 10 list of awesome ball pythons like ever produced. And they put in Billy's, I think it was a leopard Monsoon in there. And I knew I liked Monsoon. I know I love leopard. Everybody knows that I love leopard. But that there was just like, it was an awesome looking snake. And it even made me more confident that it's like one day I will have Monsoon in the collection. I would love to see something where you take that leopard Monsoon that they showed and put Xanthic into it, and then throw a dash of Desert Ghost on it, and make what I would call then a snow leopard or a blizzard leopard or so. You know, you gotta get creative with the names, but you know, I think that would be an awesome, awesome looking combo. Check out Bambino gene. Bambino. Phil, are you working with that combo or with that gene? Because if so, you'll have to send me some pictures. I'll have to look it up too, but now we're starting to drop down to 8 people now. Uh-oh. I'll have to look into that once and see where it all goes or what it all looks like. But if you by chance are working with it, you'll have to send me a picture. All right, love Monsoon, but can't find any het females other than some pos hets for like 3,000. Oh yeah, that is true. Well, yeah, everything that has a marker, because everybody's they all see where it's going, and they all know it's going to be, it's going to be a very, very sought after project, I do think. But for 3,000, if someone gave me $3,000 and told me, here, go spend this, guys want to know what exactly I would go and get? I would honestly go and get a acid. I would go and get myself an acid. I would probably go get like an acid male. I don't know if you guys have looked into what the acid stuff does, but acid is it's phenomenal what it does in some combos. I saw a combo, I believe it was a bumblebee, leopard, acid, if I remember correctly. I think that's what the combo was: bumblebee, leopard, and acid. And that thing looked absolutely insane. It actually almost looked like a monsoon. I mean, with what acid does in some of these combos I've seen, it is just phenomenal. So that's another gene. If you guys haven't looked into or thought of, look at some acid stuff, because acid is just the examples I've seen. It's just blown my mind. And then I think it's a co-dom yet too, or an incomplete dominant. So, for what it is, and it's not a recessive, but you look on Morph Market and almost everything that's on there that's acid is, you're looking at, it's all over 1,000. I mean, your average is probably about $3,000 for just an acid. And it's just, it's pricey, but my God, would it be so worth it? All right, let's see here. Jeremy says he likes confusion. That's it. See, I need to look more into what some of these genes do look like. Because isn't confusion's like another, there's confusion like acid. I'm trying to remember. I think confusion might be like acid. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they're kind of similar. Phil says he works with odium. That's something I need. I've heard you say about that before too, Phil, and I don't know if I've ever seen an odium in person. So I don't even really know what that looks like in person, in all honesty. Acid Male was my very second snake. That was probably a very smart move there, Will. I'm with Rob. There's so many genes I don't even know. Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Rob. There's so many genes to try to keep track of. It's absolutely nuts trying to sort through everything and figure out what you want to work with. There's stuff where I still sit back and question, like, was it really smart getting this, or was this like bought on a whim and I didn't fully think it through? Can't wait to see our Acid Blitz Pastel Granite Yellow Belly come. Ooh, that will be. I think you guys did make mention of that last night on Paul's live there, Angie and Jeff. That there, because I think I remember putting something in the chat about when you guys produce just a regular acid to that I want it. User says he saw some acid hypo stuff. Acid went down a lot. All right, Celtic says confusion is the exact same as acid. Okay. And Jeremy says the same thing. All right. Will says acid, static, and confusion are basically identical. Okay. See, great thing about this stuff, like this is why I wanted to do something like this solo, was because I get to hang out with you guys, interact a little bit more one-on-one, just have some really great conversations, and hopefully I can learn some stuff. Everybody else gets to learn a little bit from one another. As is illegal, don't bring drugs in this house. Come on, Holly. Where's your sense of excitement? You don't want Uncle Sam beating down the door? Come on. The odium. Okay, Will says he thought odium was nerds enchi. Patrick, what is up, brother? How are you doing? Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it, man. It's always awesome when Patrick comes into the lives, because that man there is everywhere. Everybody says it on all the lives, and it's so true. Like, you put out a video, 9 times out of 10, one of the first people to comment on it is this guy right here, Patrick. He's almost every time, he's almost always the first one. It's so awesome, and his love and support for everybody it's just overwhelming with how he is. It's so overwhelming. Patrick, you are one in a million, man. 1 in a million, brother. Phil says, no, it's not an enchi like gene, but does go great with enchi, and it is a nerd gene. Okay. See, I think I've seen some of some odium stuff in some of Nerd's videos, and it was one of those deals where it was kind of I just didn't quite see what all the hype was with it, I guess is the way to put it. And maybe that also probably comes down to the partial color blindness thing. Maybe my eyes just aren't picking up what I'm supposed to be picking up. You are correct, Patrick. You are one of the biggest ball python fans, and like I said, all the support you give to everybody in this community is just out of this world, man. So amazing. But all right, let's see here. We're working on an hour and a half. We actually went up though, so we got 14 people watching it. So we'll keep on going. Let's keep on going if everybody wants to stay in here. What do you guys think? Keep on going, or you guys want to call it a night? Confusion is. I missed Rob's one comment here. Confusion is my brain with all these genes. That is yes. It's hard to keep track of all these genes, and that was the neat thing though with this hobby. So many genes are worked with that. Billy said it best. There's no one person that can meet all the needs of this community. There's so much competition, and no one's ever, the supply, what breeders can produce will never meet the demand that is out there for all the stuff. It's just not going to happen. I completely agree with what Billy says on that. No matter what, you will not meet the demand. Holly says she's calling it a night. See you soon for the birthday bash. We will see you guys on Sunday at 8 o'clock, but I will see you guys before that on your live tomorrow night, unless you guys aren't having it, which you better be having it because I look forward to it. But what other genes are out there that you guys are like? What other genes are out there that you're working with that might be what I would say like a sleeper? There's some really neat sleeper genes. Yep, tomorrow night at 6, everybody. So make sure you guys go check out their live. It is awesome. Yeah, it's a lot of fun on their shit live. Holly does Holly's holdbacks, which is always neat to see what she picked out on Instagram. So it's just it's a really nice, neat live, and it's a lot of fun. So go ahead and check them out, everybody. Angie and Jeff say KRG. What is KRG? Because I've never heard of that one either. See that I'm going to be learning a whole lot here. Phil says resurgence from Kai. I would like to see. I want to know more about that resurgence gene that Kai's working with. I really think if Kai's working with Kai's not going to put the time that he's putting into it if there's nothing there. I know the few combos I saw, I could tell that there was something going on with it, but I don't exactly know what exactly it'll do. I forget some of the combos he had in it. I think there was a resurgence lesser, maybe. I forget. I wish Kai was in the audience. He could help us out there with that, but it would be that's one gene I would like to know a little bit more about, just because I think if Kai's working with it, there's probably something more to it than what we all really know. Musical says, excuse me, web. I've never heard of the web gene. All right, Celtic says KRG bands over the top. Calabash reduction gene. That sounds fancy, you guys. That just the full name of it is fancy. Now, does it band over the top like what Enchi does, or is it? I think that zebra gene that's come out. I think zebra's recessive though, if I'm not mistaken. But I think zebra does a lot of banding as well. Is KRG basically like that, like zebra? Phil says I put it to a firefly clown. It's a pastel yellow belly het resurgence male. Okay, so resurgence is a recessive. I thought resurgence. Okay, see, I didn't know that resurgence was a recessive as well. Interesting. See, this is all these new genes that are popping up and all that stuff. It's just so fascinating. Like, I hope one day something neat pops up into my collection that I can, have it be a big neat deal. I know I have that really nice line of pastel that popped up out of that bumblebee male. And I talked to the guy I got the bumblebee from, or the bumblebee clown, and he said that it's just the line of pastel that's in him, that he had everything that was pastel in that clutch. It just looked completely amplified. So I just have that really nice pastel line floating through. So that male has been blocking with my pewter leopard girl. So hopefully I can get some of that nice pastel line mixed in my leopard stuff. And of course, it's already going to be into the clown stuff because that Exantic clown pairing I did for last season, there I held back the male bumblebee clown. He's got male bumblebee clown. I held back the male bumblebee het clown het Exantic. He's got that nice pastel line in him, and then the pastel I held back out of that. She obviously has that nice pastel line as well, and it is. Let me see if I can. Let me see here once. Oh baby, you're fine. See, here is that neat, nice pastel line that I'm working with. The camera is really not picking her colors up as much. But here is just my other normal pastel. That is like night and day difference between the two of them. This girl here, the awesome looking pastel one, she's almost more on par with my yellow belly pastel that I produced. So it's just amazing just what a little bit of difference in line does. It is legit like night and day. I'll have to pull out that pastel yellow belly so you guys can see. Here again, awesome pastel yellow belly. So you can see, it's, except for the lack of flaming, they are like almost identical for how amped up the colors are. So yeah, I'm anxious to see that get into some more combos. Let's see here. Angie and Jess say, body KRG is covered in heavy banded alien heads. Body coloration can range from soft golden brown to sharp black. So that's something I'd be interested in seeing and maybe working with. I'll have to look into that, you guys, because that sounds very, very. That sounds like it's right up my alley with contrast and stuff. I'm a big contrast person. Patrick says fire. Thank you, Patrick. Well, we're getting close to 2 hours, everybody. I think I'm going to call it a wrap for tonight. I'm going to go up, see my wife, talk to her for a little bit, give her a hard time for not making a guest appearance in live because, it's always fun to give her a little bit of a hard time. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I greatly appreciate all the support. Yeah, you guys have no idea. It makes me feel awesome, amazing, loved, and the feeling it makes just to have so many people here throughout this whole live, just talking, getting to know me, letting me get to know you guys, and just having an awesome interaction. It's really cool. I really, really appreciate it, you guys. So don't forget, Wednesday will be my carpet python care video. You guys will get to see me handle the great and majestic Athena, or great majestic Xena. I'm completely out of it, I think. And you guys will get to see how that goes. I get some really nice pictures of her in it. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of very, very nice angles of her. So if anything else, you guys will get to see some really awesome eye candy on that video. And like I said before, tomorrow night is Jeremy and Holly's live at Snakes for the Memories. Make sure you guys check them out. They're awesome. Their live start at 6 p.m. Eastern. And I'll be live with Diego at Petsotics on the 27th. I dropped my paper. On the 27th, so that's a Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern. On the 29th, which is this Saturday, I'll be on Paul from New Forest Morphs live it'll be 5 p.m. Eastern time. I think it's like 10 o'clock his time, I think is what it boils down to. And you guys will have to do the math if you're Central or Pacific time. And then on the 30th here, we have Jeremy and Holly from Snakes for the Memories tuning in. They're going to be my guests. We're going to have a birthday bash because the 30th is, in fact, my 35th birthday. So we're going to sit down and have some drinks and just have an all-out good time, have some great conversation and some awesome topics. And it's just going to be a blast, everybody. I mean, I could think I had my whole birthday weekend planned out, and it's right now how I have it planned out, it's going to be an awesome weekend for me. So can't wait to spend it with everybody here and everybody that they have come in from their channel. It's just going to be phenomenal. So thank you again for all the support, everybody. And I'll catch you. I guess I'll catch you next Sunday, and I'll technically catch you Wednesday when I drop the video. Take it easy, everybody. Take care. Later.